Get comfortable. Come to the middle of your mat or your space, wherever it is you're practicing. I'm gonna sit on a big old cushion because it's more comfortable. And life is uncomfortable enough, so you might as well make yourself more comfortable when you can. Get there, get a little bit wiggly. Maybe sit down nice and comfortably. Take any little movements you can do to then allow yourself to just exhale and be. Do that again. Let that feel really good. Deep breath in through the nose. Sit up a little taller. Broaden across the chest. Mouth open, sigh it out. And take that again. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top. Take an extra little breath in. And then mouth open. Let it go. Good. Let yourself just be for a moment. Let it feel good to just be. So wherever it is that your mind is going, you're drifting off, bring it back to just being right here, right now. If you want to, take another sigh out. Know you can always do that, just to tell your body, tell your brain to calm down, to slow down, just to reset. Only takes a couple seconds. Start to try and physically relax. So relax the muscles in the face, maybe soften the back of the neck, soften those shoulders down, balance the need to sit upright with as little muscle engagement everywhere else you can. Find a sort of equilibrium in your body. Space where you can let go, also hold yourself upright. Really, really start to relax those muscles in the face and the jaw. Maybe even consciously relax those shoulders, let them sink down. We're going to start with a breathing exercise called counting. Very simple. We take an inhale for a count and we take an exhale for twice the length of that count. I'll count you through it so you don't need to keep track. Just simply breathe. But always with breathing exercises, sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're tricky, sometimes they're a little frustrating. It's just breathing. So if it's not going right, sigh it out, let it go, start again. Doesn't really matter. What matters more is your self-talk and how you interact with yourself in these exercises. So let's just start with an exhale, sigh it out, go, let that feel good. Good. And then just observe your breath as it is now without changing it. Maybe with your eyes closed, notice if you breathe in a little bit more with one nostril, maybe the other. Maybe just gently become aware of the tickle of your breath on your top lip. Good, and see how you can maybe sit up a little taller. Give more space in your diaphragm, in your core, to expand as we start to breathe in. So just take an inhale, exhale out through the nose. Good, breathe into the belly, let it grow, deep breath in. Exhale, tummy pushes in, pulls in, pushes the air out. Let's take it for inhale, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try it again. Inhale, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 1. Exhale, 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 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let yourself just be for a moment. Observe your breath as it is now. And then very, very gently start to wiggle a little bit. Open your eyes. Give yourself a smile. Loosen up those muscles. Well done. Let it feel good. Good to breathe. Good to move. Nice. Okay, let's do some yoga. So come onto all fours in the center of the mat. We're going to meet in a tabletop position. So you can go ahead and Move the cushions for now, maybe take the socks off, get ready to do some movement on your yoga mat. And when you get to that tabletop position, maybe just give yourself a few wiggles, start to really tune into how your body feels, and just stretch into those places that really need your attention. So maybe it's a side to side stretch. Maybe there's some cat-cows that you can do that just feel really good through the front of the body, maybe between those shoulders. Just start to get a little creative, get a little wild, let it feel good to move around. Focus on what it feels like. Don't worry about what it looks like. That is never what it's about. Start to just really build that dialogue between your body and your inner thoughts. Connect them, let them talk to one another, let them be kind. Nice. Maybe you want to try turning your hands out so they face to the outside edges of the mat. And maybe just shift your weight from side to side. Focus on that stretch between the shoulder blades. As you move around, see if you can maybe wave, dome up between those shoulders, then come down. Get some movement in that upper body. Focus on that place. Good. Maybe you want to try turning the head as well. There's no right way, there's no wrong way to move, so don't worry too much about doing it right. Focus on what it feels like. Your body will know. Good. Gently come back to that traditional tabletop, palms face forward, fingers face forward, and just take it down to a child's pose and really sink into it. Let it feel really good. So maybe inch those fingers a little bit further forward, draw those hips further back, and really, really keep reaching with those hands. So those arms are really active, really inching towards the top of the mat. Maybe make those fingers crawl forward and really reach those hips back. Feel that stretch through the back of the body. Now do the same, walking the hands over to the right. Reach those hands off the mat and really keep those fingers working so they're crawling almost like Spider-Man fingers, reaching, crawling, and hips pull back. Good, breathe into it. Nice, slowly come back to the middle. Just turn the head, look to either side. Maybe try looking between the knees and then up between the hands. Try and relax the jaw. And then take the hands over towards the left side. Reach with those fingers. Keep inching those fingers away from you. Make them active and strong. Pull those hips back. Balance that stretch in the body as you breathe into it. Nice. Take it back to the center. Come up from it. Take a cat-cow just to let it feel good. Move the body around. Nice. And just gently walk those knees a little bit further back. Good. So you're almost like a wobbly tabletop now. Arms are too far forward, knees are too far back. Good. Sit back into it. Take a child's pose. Ooh, it's almost too long. Good. Look between the hands. Push the palms into the ground. Start to pick it up. Send the weight forward. Shoulders above the wrists. Keep the core engaged. Let the belly dip towards the ground. So maybe it touches the ground, maybe it doesn't really matter. Focus more on lifting the heart towards the top of the mat, retracting those shoulder blades. Keep the core engaged, pull the tummy in, push the ground away, take it back, child's pose. Good, use your breath to guide you. So as we breathe in, send the weight forward, palms push into the ground, tummy stays active, pulling in, but those shoulder blades come together. And then push the hands into the ground, squeeze the tummy and take it back. Good. Don't overthink it too much. Just move with it. Let it feel good. So we're sending the weight forward, keeping that tummy active, sending the heart forward, and breathing out, sending it back. Good. Take that a couple more times in your rhythm, however slow or fast you want to move. Keep the tummy muscles nice and active. And then we meet in a child's pose. When you're ready, sigh it out. Nice. Good. Come back up tabletop. And we're going to separate those knees. Walk those knees wide apart. Big toes touch one another. Sit down into it again. We're going for a really wide-legged child's pose here. So arms are still reaching forward, but belly just kind of hangs out between the thighs. Good. Now, push the finger pads into the mat and tent the hands so the palms are coming off the ground. Good. Now thread the needle, guiding the left arm underneath the right armpit. Turn the head, look underneath the arm, reach with those fingers and try and relax that left shoulder into the ground. Keep those deep breaths. Try not to think about the remote you just spotted underneath the sofa. It will be there for you when you finish. Focus your thoughts on just what you're doing right now. So reach a little bit more with those fingers. Breathe a little deeper into the belly. Good. Maybe pick the right hand up, reach towards the sky. Just an option. You don't have to go here. Maybe bend that elbow. Maybe bring the hand to the sacrum, the lower back. Maybe see if you can hold onto that left hip. Keep those hips heavy. Keep that belly breathing. Almost feel that tummy expand between the thighs. Good, and then reverse it. Bring that right hand in front of the face. Unthread that needle. Take it back to a child's pose. Reach the arms forward. Sigh it out. Good. Opposite side now. Tent the hands. Push the fingerprints into the ground. And then thread the needle the other way. So we're guiding the right arm underneath the left. Create that L shape with the arms. Then reach those fingers. Keep that L shape nice and strong. Straight arms, really, really powerful reaching. Keep the hips pulling back. Right ear, rest towards the ground. Breathe into it. Good. Maybe you pick the right hand up. Just an option if you would like to. You can bend the elbow. Maybe hold onto the lower back. Hold onto the sacrum. Maybe see if you can hold onto the right hip. Breathe, 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 wherever you are. Slow down your thoughts. Try not to think about the dust on the skirting board. That will be there for you later. You can leave that there as long as you like. For right now, focus on what you're doing. Enjoying a twist. Bring that left hand back in front of the face. And then unthread that needle. Take it to a tabletop position. Good. Again, don't worry too much about doing the right perfect pose. It's never really about that. It's just kind of about moving and breathing, exploring those boundaries within your body. Good. When you're ready, we're going to tuck those toes. Check that the palms of the hands are pushed into the ground. Squeeze that tummy in. Use your tummy to pick the knees up off the ground. Good. Now send the hips back behind you. Try and get them as far back as they'll go. And then reach them up, downward facing dog. Good. Pedal out the feet, shake those hips. Welcome that lively sensation through the soles of the feet as you pedal out those feet. Remember to shrug those shoulders, almost like you can push the ground away and your hips are reaching up like they're magnetic to the sky, reaching up. Breathe in, look between the hands, gently travel to the top of the mat. Take your time to come to a standing forward fold. And sigh it out when you get there. Good. Give way to gravity for a little while. Let gravity work. So maybe hold on to the opposite elbows. Sway from side to side. Focus on letting go through the back of the neck. Relax the jaw. Deepen your breath. Now try and figure out where your weight is in your feet. Maybe a little bit more in the heels, maybe in the front of the foot. Try and balance it so the weight feels equal across your footprint. Maintain that, squeeze the tummy and gently come up. Nice and steady. Shrug the shoulders at the top. Release the arms, palms by your side. Sigh it out. Good. Give yourself a little wiggle if you need to. Shake those hips around, whatever you've got to do. When you're ready, breathe in, reach the arms up, grab onto opposite elbows above the head, and then lean over to one side. Breathe out. Good. Inhale, back to center. Reach those elbows up. Exhale, lean the opposite direction. Good. Squeeze that tummy in. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, reach the arms out wide. Let them come down. Good. Breathe out. Ooh. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Slow it down. Breathe into the belly, across the front of the chest. Long exhale out. Good. Breathe in. Slow it down. Push the feet into the ground. Squeeze the tummy in. Breathe out. Draw the air into the belly. More space across the collarbones. Find yourself grounded, breathe out. Good, open those arms out wide apart, big breath in. Try and get some space there. And then bend the right arm, so then the back of the hand rests on the lower back. Good, inch that hand a little further around if you can. Maybe the fingers whisper out the side. Interlace those fingers. Good, and nestle that hand into the hip if you can. Good, notice if the back arches. Try to squeeze the tummy in to keep the spine straight up and down. Notice if you have a lot of space underneath your right armpit, hug it in a little bit more. Good. Now breathe in, lift your heart up. Exhale, gently let the left ear drift towards the left shoulder. Ooh, go slowly, go mindfully. Be aware of that sensation through the neck. Good. Maybe stay here, maybe slowly turn the gaze up. Slowly turn it down. Only move through a range of motion where you feel like something's happening that's benefiting you. Explore, find out where those places are. If you find one spot that feels really good, maybe breathe into that a little bit more. Maybe roll the chin across the collarbone to the center of the chest. Pause there. Keep the spine straight, but just relax the head towards the chin. Good, and then roll it the other way. Nice. Really consciously relax that left shoulder down. Try and get some space between the ear and the shoulder. Good, and then maybe try turning the head up and down a few times. Find that space where you feel like, ooh, something's happening there. Breathe into that spot. And then come back to center. Release it down, shake those shoulders, give yourself a wiggle, reach it up, breathe in, squeeze the tummy in, and reach up as high as you can with the hands. Keep the core engaged, reach the hands forward, keep the back straight, start to fold forward all the way down. Whew, breathe it out. Nice. Halfway lift. Lift the heart in line with the hips. Draw those shoulders back. Keep the spine straight. Squeeze that belly in. Exhale, fold it down. Hands come flat onto the ground. Bend the knees to get them there. Send the right foot back behind you. And shift the weight forward and back a little bit. Juice up those joints. Maybe zigzag those hips around. Let it feel good to move. Check that that front heel is underneath the front knee. Get those hips low, but keep that back heel reaching back behind you. Left arm reaches up. Breathe in. Welcome the twist. Exhale, bring that hand down to the ground. Take that again. Good. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Welcome the twist. Exhale, bring it down. Now slide that left foot back to meet the right. Ooh, find yourself in a high plank. You've got this. Dome up between the shoulders, then lower down to the knees. Untuck the toes. Good. Breathe in, look forward, send your weight forward. Exhale, elbows in as you lower down towards the ground. Whew, or just slow down the fall. Beautiful. Relax the arms by your side, turn your head to one side, shake your hips about. Long breath in, long breath out. Good. Maybe bend the right leg, point the toes up to the sky. Nice. Now turn your head so you're looking to the right. Left ear touches the ground. Reach the right arm out to your side. Thumb faces down towards the ground. Good. Now like a cobra pose, pick the chest up, breathe in, and reach the right hand towards the outside of that right foot. Ooh, see if you can catch it. Good. Notice if you're really leaning to one side. Try and keep your belly button in the center. Equal weight through both hips. Now, push the hips into the ground and maybe re-relax the head. Just feel a nice stretch through that right leg. You can turn your head either side. It doesn't matter too much. Good. If you would like more of a stretch in your shoulder here, you can kick the foot into the hand. Let the chest lift up off the ground. If you're not holding onto your foot, maybe you can reach for the leggings, your trousers, whatever you're wearing. If that doesn't quite work, it doesn't matter. Breathe into it and just mimic the shape. You're going to get something from it just as good in the body. Exhale, lower down, turn the head, rock the hips. Ooh, relax those glutes a little bit. Relax those back muscles. Nice. Push the hands into the ground, so palms by your sides, elbows up into the up to the sky. Push the ground away, squeeze the tummy in. We take it back to a child's pose. Knees together, arms reach forward. Sigh it out. Take a few big breaths here and make them really meaningful. Use those inhales and those exhales to ground you, to center your thoughts, focus in on where you are. Gently wave it up to a tabletop when you're ready. Now you can always throw in a cat-cow. You can always take it back to child's pose. Make your yoga practice your yoga practice. Tuck those toes. Knees come off the ground. Core stays nice and strong. Hips go really far back until the back is straight. Then they go up to the sky, downward dog. Remember, you can pedal out those feet. You can keep those knees bent. Just focus on shrugging those shoulders, really pushing the ground away, tilting those hips up high. Breathe in, look forward, travel to the top of the mat. Standing forward fold. Give way to gravity for a moment. Relax the back of the head. Let it be heavy. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Now really lift the heart. Pull those shoulders back. Exhale, fold it forward. Good. Up to standing. Push the ground away. Squeeze the tummy in. Reach those arms up. Exhale, take it to prayer. Whew. Good. Those ups, downs. Get the heart going. Breathe into it. Steady inhales, steady exhales. Build your pose. So check that your feet are hip-width distance apart. Toes face forward. Push the soles of the feet into the ground. Activate those thigh muscles, almost like the tops of the thighs want to rotate in towards one another. Squeeze that lower belly in. Draw those shoulders up and back. Make more space, like you can broaden across those collarbones. Good, and breathe into the belly. I know, it's so much to think about. How can yoga make standing complicated? But here we are. Open those arms out wide apart, really wide. Now start to bend the left arm. Turn that hand so the palm comes to the lower back. Good. Keep the heart lifted, and then maybe inch those fingers around. See if they can whisper through the other side. Good. And then interlace those fingers. Go for the non-dominant grip, the grip that you don't usually take. Good. Now squeeze those hands together. Notice if the back is arching. Try to make the back a little straighter. Keep the core engaged. Nice. And then as you breathe in, gently just let the left ear drift towards the left shoulder. Focus on relaxing the right shoulder. Let that right shoulder be heavy, heavy, heavy. Relax the jaw a little bit more, but keep those deep breaths. If you're locking out the knees, try and give yourself a little bend in the knees. Maybe try looking up, looking down. Find the spot where it feels really good and breathe into that. Know it's going to be a different spot this side than it is on the other side. Completely normal. There's no need to be symmetrical, so let that go. Roll the chin over the collarbones. Pause as you look down. Focus on keeping the lumbar, thoracic spine as long as it can be, while you let that cervical spine just experience a bit of flexion, chin resting towards the chest. Then rotate over opposite side. Good. Let the right ear drift towards the right shoulder. Relax that left shoulder down. Focus on letting go there. Good. Know that you can turn the head if you feel like you need to, but if you're in a spot where you're feeling it, stay there. Breathe into that place. Get more oxygen in your body. Activate that parasympathetic nervous system. Tell those muscles to open up. Good, and then bring the head back up. Relax those arms down. Give it a little shake, a little shimmy. Good. Inhale, reach those arms up. Good. Grab onto opposite elbows above the head, but go for the opposite grip than you usually do. Reach those elbows up, breathe in. Exhale, banana shape the body to one side. Keep the tummy pulling in. Keep those elbows reaching back. Good, into the center. Inhale. Exhale, stretch the opposite way. Try and keep the biceps by the ears. Inhale it up. And then exhale, fold it forward, squeeze the tummy in nice and steady. Good. Halfway lift, breathe it in, retract those shoulders. And then exhale down to the ground, hands touch the ground. Make sure the palms are flat, bend the knees to make that happen if you need to. Shift the weight into the right foot, pick the hips up, step the left foot back behind you. Good, shimmy that foot back if you need to. Make sure that back heel is off the ground, but reaching towards the ground. Maybe shift the weight forward and back, get into those hips a little bit more. Maybe zigzag them around. Find your inner Shakira. Good. And then when you're ready, get those hips low. Push down with that front heel. Reach the right arm up. Breathe in. Get some space across the front of the chest. Good. Exhale, gently bring it down. One more time, keep pushing down with that front foot. Inhale, hips low, right arm high. Breathe into those fingertips. Nice. Exhale, hand comes down to the ground. Slide that right foot back to meet the left. Ooh, you found yourself in high plank. Yes. Make it feel like home. Get those hips a little lower. Good. And then lower down to those knees. Untuck the toes. Keep the hands where you are. Gently, elbows in, back is straight. Try to lower to the ground so the chest and the hips land at the same time. Ooh, sometimes possible, sometimes not. Sigh it out when you get there. Relax your arms by your sides. Wiggle those hips. Good. Tune into where your heartbeat is now. Breathe in so your belly pushes against the ground. Exhale, sigh it out. Good. I'm going to go for a lovely quad, hip flexor stretch on the other side. So bend the left leg, toes point up to the sky. Reach the left arm out. You can turn the head so the right ear is on the ground. Check that the thumb is facing down to the ground. And then reach that hand back. Ooh, see if you can find the outside edge of that foot. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. It doesn't really matter. Maybe you can hold on to your trousers, your leggings, something like that. If you don't have that, don't worry about it too much. Again, it doesn't matter. Wherever you are, push your hips into the ground. Squeeze the tummy in. If you're holding onto that foot, encourage that heel towards the bum a little bit more. If you would like more of a shoulder stretch, you can kick that foot into the hand. Let the chest start to lift up off the ground. Try and keep equal weight through both hips. Good. Keep breathing, keep breathing. And then gently release. Lower it down. Whew. Shake those hips out. Good. So good. We're going to take one cobra pose. So bring those hands flat to the ground. Thumbs line up with the center of the chest. So inch those hands back a little bit. Squeeze those elbows in like chicken wings. Let them point up to the sky. Now push the tops of the feet into the ground. Kneecaps come off the ground. That's a good thing. Squeeze the tummy in. Lift the chest up. Breathe in. Keep looking down to keep some length through the back of the body. Squeeze those elbows in. Now push the ground away and take it to a child's pose. Sigh it out. Beautiful thing your yoga practice is. Let yourself celebrate it. Let it feel good. Breathe into it. Take it up to a tabletop. Throw in some cat-cows there. Let it feel special to move around. Know you can turn the head the other directions. Nice. Downward facing dog just for a moment. Take it there naturally. And then look forward, step it forward, standing forward fold. Sigh it out. Good. Halfway lift. Breathe it in. Exhale, fold forward. Push the feet into the ground. Inhale, arms reach up. Tummy pulls in. Exhale, take it to prayer. So graceful. Good. Keep it going. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take up space. Exhale, reach around you. Grab onto opposite elbows behind the back. Maybe you can reach elbows. If not, maybe hold onto forearms, maybe wrists. Yeah. Find some place where you can be. And again, check for that arch of the back. So almost start to visualize where your lower ribs are. And if those lower ribs could point straight forward or point straight down. Try and figure out where they're angling. And then pull your core in so those ribs face down. But you can keep holding on to your wrists, your elbows, wherever it is. Good. Now keep that core activation through the front of the body. And then pull the forearms off so they don't touch the lower back. Ooh, that's a lot of activation. Good. Breathe in, lift the chest up, gentle bend in the knees, start to fold forward. Try and keep the back straight. Try and keep the forearms off of the back. You've got this, you've got this. Fold all the way down and then release the arms down. Ooh, sigh it out. Nice. Halfway lift, breathe it in. Exhale, fold forward. Shift the weight into the right foot. Palms flat on the ground. Gently start to step the left foot back behind you. Don't worry, we're not going to do another plank. You've done that today. We're moving on here. Push down with that right heel and then squeeze the tummy in. Reach it up, high crescent lunge. Oh yeah, super good. You've got this. Nice, nice, nice. In that high crescent lunge, steady your shoulders, bend that front knee a little bit more so both arms are up, and then open it up to a warrior two. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. Good. Check that that back foot is grounded, so the outside edge of the foot lines up with the back of the mat. And then don't think about it too much. Pivot on that back foot, turn the hips forward, high crescent lunge again. Good. Push down with that front foot and try to send the weight forward, reach the arms forward. Maybe in one fluid motion you can launch forward and step forward. For most of us, we might have to hobble it a little bit and get there. Shake it out. Nice. Really well done. Reach those arms up, breathe in. Exhale, take up space. Reach around you as far as you can, breathe down. Good, take that again. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, reach it down. Good, grab onto opposite elbows behind you again. Notice though, that hand that wants to go on top, make it reach underneath, the opposite arm goes on top. Yeah. Find balance in the body. Get familiar in these unfamiliar places. Try and pull the forearms off of the lower back. Keep the core pulling in, keep the spine nice and long. Push down with the feet, gentle bend in the knees, spine stays straight, fold it forward. Good, and then all the way folding forward. When you fold it forward, release those arms down. Sigh it out, beautiful. Halfway lift, breathe it in. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Hands flat on the ground. Bend the knees to get them there. Those palms are really flat on the ground. Shift the weight into the left foot. Pick those hips up high. Step that right foot back behind you so it comes to the back of the mat. Shimmy it back if you need to. Good. That heel comes towards the ground, but it's not going to touch. Front heel is grounded. Squeeze the tummy in. Breathe in. Both arms reach up. Welcome those wobbles along the way. Yoga isn't really about perfecting the pose. It's about getting comfortable with those wobbles. Good. Squeeze the tummy in and then open those arms up, warrior two. Back foot comes to the ground, outside edge of the mat, lines up with the back of the foot. Good. That front knee, bend it just a little bit more. Open it up. Activate that left glute. Good, you got it. Don't overthink it. Sweep the right hand down. Turn the hips so they face forward. Rotate on the ball of that back foot. Oh yes, you've got this. Good, good, good. Squeeze the tummy in. Reach the arms forward. Almost like you can hold onto ropes. Pull those ropes in. Send the weight forward to the top of the mat. Maybe you can step forward at once. That's amazing if you can. Maybe you need to inch it forward. You go to the top of the mat. You got there. Shake it out. Give yourself a little wiggle. Good. We're going to airplane these arms now and build onto this. So reach those arms up. Bend the knees. Bend the knees, squeeze the tummy in, reach those arms back behind you. So almost like airplane wings. Good. Now notice if the booty's sticking up in the air. We're not nose diving just yet. We're taking off. So send the chest up. Good. Squeeze the tummy in. Nice. Shift the weight into the left foot. Step the right foot back behind you. Not too far back. Good. And then send the chest up. Hands to hips. Beautiful. We're going to take it to a warrior one here. So this is not a pose that we do very often. But essentially it's like this high crescent lunge. We get the right heel to the ground by turning the back foot out about 45 degrees. Now, you probably want to walk those feet a little bit wider apart, maybe even as wide as the mat, to help you find your stance a little bit more solidly. You'll need to angle those hips towards the front of the mat. They may not be 100% there, but we're looking for it. Bend that front knee. Good. Now, if that back knee is feeling tender, just really try and activate the outside right thigh, almost like you can pull that kneecap up the outside of the right leg. That will help you ground down a bit more. Good. Now, hold on to opposite elbows behind you or wrists, or just hold your hands. Good. Same as before, pick those arms up. Good. Squeeze the tummy in, start to fold forward. Oh yes, now we're strong. Good. Keep the spine straight, but fly down. Keep your balance. Good. Maybe you can get that left shoulder inside of that left knee. What? Maybe you can get those hips a little lower. Oh yeah. Breathe into it wherever you are, and then release the hands flat on the ground. Step it forward, standing forward fold. Whew, shake out those legs. Awesome yoga practice. Halfway lift, breathe it in. Exhale, fold it forward. Up to standing, deep inhale. And exhale, take it to prayer. Whew. Give yourself a big old smile. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Let those worries go. Whew. You are moving your body, you are doing yoga, you're making incredible things here happen. So take a moment to recognize it, celebrate it. We're going to airplane arms with a chair pose. So reach the arms up, breathe in, bend the knees, swing those arms back, keep the spine straight, palms can face down or up, it's up to you. Squeeze that tummy in. Good. Now maybe start to shift the weight into the right foot and guide that left foot back, not too far back, but just a little far back. Good. Now start to elevate the heart. Make that spine straight, hands to hips. Take it to warrior one. So that back foot starts to come to the ground, angling out that back foot at roughly 45 degrees. Maybe walk that front foot out a little bit so you have a wider stance, a stronger base. Try to keep equal weight through the front foot and the back foot. Remember to activate the outside thigh muscle of the left leg if you're feeling tender in the knee. Good. Turn those hips so they face forward. Good. Reach the arms up. And then exhale, gently grab onto opposite elbows, arms, forearms, whatever behind you. Switch the grip so it's the unfamiliar one. You got it. Squeeze the tummy in, pick the arms up off the back. Really retract those shoulder blades together. Squeeze the tummy in, gently send the heart forward. Keep the spine long. Maybe you can get that shoulder inside of the knee. Oh yes. Super yoga poses. Bend that front leg. Get those hips a little bit lower. Look down. Focus your vision. Focus on what you're doing. Good. And release the hands to the ground. Step it forward. Standing forward fold. Oh, wow. Awesome yoga practice. Halfway lift. Breathe it in. Exhale. Bend the knees. Hands to the ground. Step it back to a high plank to take it down to a child's pose. And breathe it out. Beautiful. So good. Walk the hands over to the right. Give yourself a big long stretch. Reach into those fingers. Exhale, sigh it out. Relax the mouth, relax the jaw. Walk the hands over the opposite side. Big stretches, slow, long breaths. Walk the hands forward in front of you. Reach those fingers forward. And then gently come forward, lying down on your belly. There's no right way to do it. So wherever you go is good. Turn the head, shake the hips. We're going to take it to a Sphinx pose. So if you're feeling a little sensitive in your lower back, open those legs out wide apart. Wherever you are, point the toes and push the hands into the ground, lift the chest up, walk those elbows in towards one another, and check that the elbows are lined up underneath the shoulders. 90-degree bend in the elbows. Good. If you're not sure of the distance, you can pivot on those elbows, grab onto the elbow creases, If you can hold the elbow creases, you're in the right distance. And then bring it back down. Palms push into the ground. Squeeze the tummy and lift the chest and retract those shoulders, getting a big stretch through the front of the body. Good. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, lower down. Turn your head to one side. And then open those arms out to a T shape. Good. Now we're going to turn our head so the left ear is touching the ground. And you're going to bend the right arm, right elbow points up to the sky, fingers push into the ground. Now start to push the ground away, roll onto the left hip, roll onto the left side of the body. Good, maybe you bend that right knee, sole of the foot touches the ground. Keep that left arm nice and straight, perpendicular from the body. We're getting a nice big shoulder stretch here. Breathe into it, big old belly breath. Good. And then gently release it opposite way. So open those arms out to a T shape first. Good. Then bend the left arm, elbow points up to the sky, fingers push into the ground. Now start to roll onto the right side of the body. Maybe you bend that left leg, maybe the left foot touches the ground. Only go as far as you need to. So that place where you start to feel the shoulder stretch is the place you want to be. Not in the most intense version, but in the welcoming space where you can breathe and find a sense of ease. Gently release it, come back to the middle. Arms by your sides, give yourself a wiggle. And then let yourself come into a Shavasana shape. So you are welcome to stay here, breathing into your belly, lying on your tummy. You're welcome to roll over, lie on your back. You're welcome to lie on your side, sit down, wherever you want to be. Let yourself just get nice and comfortable there. We're only going to be here for a minute or two, so let it feel really good. Start to relax those muscles in the body. Start to let your breath settle. If you're in a quiet space, maybe listen to those sounds in the distance, far away. Try not to label them or define them or justify them. Just acknowledge them for whatever they are right now. And then slowly bring those sounds in a little bit closer. Keep the eyes closed, but just become aware of your immediate environment a little bit more. And then bring those sounds internally. See if you can listen to what those sounds are like within your body. Maybe your breath, maybe your heartbeat. Give it time for those sounds to change. Experience what it's like for stillness to have an impact. Allowing your body to cool, your muscles to recover. Mind to focus on just being. Anywhere you feel like you're maybe holding on still a little bit, let go. Relax the lower back, the shoulders, the face. Let it feel good to just be. And keep your eyes closed, but gently start to awaken your body with whatever movement feels right to you. And however you would like to guide yourself up to a seated position, go slowly, slowly, slowly. Take time to pause along that journey. And then find yourself in a comfortable space just for one more moment. When you get there, reflect on your yoga practice. It's not about the poses, how well you think you did at those or not. Those things don't matter. It's about this feeling afterwards. What you learn from that journey. Take it with you off of the mat, hands together, thumbs to forehead. Namaste.